Chatham House, 28th of July 2023. Is China setting up a base of operations in Cambodia? Analysts have followed the construction of what many believe to be China's upcoming overseas military post 4 years after U.S. intelligence first revealed to the Wall Street Journal that an agreement had been made providing Beijing military access to Cambodia's Ream naval base. A significant makeover occurs at the Cambodian Navy facility in Sihanoukville on the Gulf of Thailand, as seen in recent satellite photographs from Maxar Technologies. This Chinese-funded project would increase the military reach of Beijing into the disputed waterways of Southeast Asia. The most recent satellite photographs, taken in June, reveal various construction projects supported by China. Construction of multiple new buildings, roadways, and, most significantly, a sizable pier considerably more significant than the base's original jetty are all visible. A new fence surrounds the base's perimeter, and U.S.-funded structures have been dismantled and reconstructed. According to reports, Hun Sen, the Prime Minister of Cambodia, has allotted 157 hectares during the previous 18 months for the construction of air defenses, general command structures, and a naval radar post close to the base. According to state-run media in Cambodia, plans for Ream include expanded storage facilities, a hospital, dry docks, and slipways. Hun Sen has been in charge since 1998. Still, as U.S. influence in Cambodia decreased, and he showed an increasing propensity for autocracy, he courted Beijing. He abandoned his animosity toward China over its support of the Khmer Rouge in the 1970s. Beijing's response has included investments and financial incentives, particularly for Sihanoukville. In retaliation, Cambodia has offered China diplomatic assistance. Ironclad ties. Hun Sen's corrupt and highly individualized rule has created conducive conditions for a rapid expansion of Chinese influence in Cambodia, from migration and infrastructure investment to growing proximity in the defense and security realm, claims Sebastian Strongyo, Southeast Asia editor of The Diplomat. As a result, he argues, the alliance between Beijing and Phnom Penh is now ironclad. In the past 10 years, Cambodia has taken the lead in watering down the ASEAN communique that criticizes China's behavior in the South China Sea during ASEAN summits presided over by nations like Vietnam or the Philippines and, as in 2016, blocking them outright. Cambodia this year rejected an Indonesian proposal for joint military drills by ASEAN states in the South China Sea. Both governments emphasize that rebuilding the facility is part of an attempt to upgrade the Royal Cambodian Navy and is one of several Chinese projects to develop Cambodia's infrastructure after a period in which Hun Sen's leadership denied any Chinese involvement at Ream. According to state media in Phnom Penh, Beijing's primary responsibilities include dredging the harbor and maintaining dry docks and aging battleships. China denied it for several months before a surprise. The Cambodian constitution forbids the establishment of foreign military installations there. However, statements made in the previous 2 years by Chinese and Cambodian officials have suggested that Beijing may play a more significant role than simply supporting Cambodia's tiny navy. After months of denials, Admiral von Bunliang of the Royal Cambodian Navy finally admitted that China was responsible for the recent developments at Ream in October 2020. Ban, the defense minister of Cambodia, said in June 2021 that Beijing was assisting with the base's development without any strings attached. The Chinese military would use portions of the base, according to a remark made to the Washington Post the year after the groundbreaking ceremony at Ream by an unknown Chinese official, which the Cambodian embassy in Washington later denied. According to more recent reports in the Washington Post, planned personnel may already be at Ream wearing uniforms of the Cambodian military to avoid drawing attention to themselves. The brand new pier at Ream is very fascinating. Construction began this year and will resemble the dock at China's Seoul Overseas Station in Djibouti, where Chinese amphibious transport ships, replenishment ships, and warships have been housed since last year. Larger vessels could berth at Ream's new pier, which would also act as a support base for the plan. Ream is home to a Chinese naval facility, which affects the region's power dynamics. The plan is the largest fleet in the world, but unlike its main rival, the U.S. fleet, it lacks any bases abroad in the Indo-Pacific. Chinese warships might go farther and maintain a constant presence in the Gulf of Thailand and Southeast Asian waterways with even a tiny supply facility at Ream. Chinese hegemony's effects on the region. According to Bill Hayden, Associate Fellow in the Asia-Pacific Program at Chatham House, the Ream base may not immediately alter the balance of power given China's fortified islands in the South China Sea. Still, its location in the geographic center of the ASEAN area is problematic. He claims that Ream is close to Vietnam, Thailand, an American treaty ally, and Malaysia and Singapore, both British security partners. It will give China a base to increase its presence in the area. Hayden continues, it forces Vietnam to keep an eye on developments in the Gulf of Thailand and the South China Sea, and gives the Chinese Navy reason to patrol around Vietnam's coast. The Ream station presents a two-front dilemma for Vietnam, Hun Sen's erstwhile patron. The US and the free world would react negatively to Chinese military activity in Ream. The US Indo-Pacific Command would see a Chinese station in Cambodia as an indication of the US's waning power in the Indo-Pacific, which the Biden administration has deemed one of the world's most crucial regions.